Welcome to another episode of the Performance Cafe. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you don't mind. I started without you. It's Friday and I actually needed this cup of coffee to make it to the end of the day. Actually, I should say, it's Friday! So, I'm glad you're here because I wanted to chat to you about a really interesting phenomenon that I found with some of my clients. And I think this really comes from the whole concept that we've allowed leadership to be based on academic prowess and people who chase the numbers, and we focus less on leaders that are potentially people. Because what I find is that leaders sometimes feel this need to sort of take people and have the plug and play. So can't we just hire people, put them down? They've been trained. They should know what to do. Let them just go and do their thing. And I get it. We pay a lot for skills, and we get, we get really impressive sort of education nowadays. But I think that there's another part of leadership that is maybe unrepresented, and that is the need for communication. On the one hand, there's just the matter of communication. Are you expressing what you need? Are you expressing what your expectations are? And are you doing it in such a way that the person who you're speaking to actually understands and can get to grips with what you want? Because I think that's one of the problems that we have nowadays with leadership. And that is that, coming back to this whole concept of it's about running the numbers, it's about, having the right academic background. It's not about how do I people properly? How do I connect with my people? How do I communicate what I need in a way that actually inspires them and fires them up? Because I think one of the big problems that we face is that, yes, I communicate. Yes, I'm forever sending emails. I'm forever speaking to my people. But I don't know that we communicate properly by checking. Was the message received? Was the message that was received the one that I sent? And because from there we can't, without that information, we can't adjust and make sure that the expectation was brought forth clearly, or that the message was brought forth clearly, and we can't actually ensure the success. Because it's interesting, but a lack of communication or poor communication doesn't fail as communication. It fails as a business, as a project, as a goal. Because if that communication is not clear, whatever runs forth from it is impacted. The other thing, of course, is also transparency. When we communicate, there's still a lot of this, because I said so, because I'm the boss. There are a lot of leadership, especially with all due respect. Some of our male colleagues sometimes say, well, I started the business so that I don't have to listen to other people, which I get, right? I started my own business so that I could do my own thing. But I think it's a bit far-fetched to think that we're not going to think of other people and take other people's opinions into account. And so I think that transparency in the communication is about, for me, not because I said so, but this is what I want, this is where I'm going. And the interesting thing about that is that in doing it that way, we actually are empowering our employees and our team members to help us reach the goal. Because they can go, hold on, if that's your goal, you may think this is the best way to get there, but you know what if we try X, Y, Z? Often we also find that the people on the ground are the people that actually know how to get the job done. They're the people that know the ins and outs of certain processes and workarounds and things like that. And so it's important to take them into account. And then the last aspect today, given the importance of communication, as I said, in achieving a goal, so in actual fact, in performing appropriately, I was wondering how many leaders believe themselves to be open and accessible to their people. Can they come and talk to you? Can they raise an issue? So not just talking, but having maybe a more difficult conversation. And I think that in order to establish that in any business, the leader must show that they are accessible. Not by saying, I'm accessible. Not by sending out an email saying, I'm available between 3:30 and 4:30 every afternoon. but to walk around in between the people that work for them and be seen to be interacting with everybody, be seen to be interacting and really opening the process from their side and asking questions about what do you think we can do differently? How do you think this could work differently? So on this Friday, I hope that you'll go into next week with new thoughts and new concepts about communication. I think as we see lockdown level 2 lifting in South Africa, there's going to be more to do and more to talk about and a lot more to achieve to get ourselves, right side up again. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you'd like me to continue with these vlogs, then please reach out and send us a like on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, as well as if you're on LinkedIn or on Facebook, like us, share, please share. People need to get this information. And also send us a comment and let us know what it is that you'd like to hear about on one of the episodes of Performance Cafe. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning when I'm going to be talking about the Industrial Revolution and how we're still getting it wrong. I'll see you then.